It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go now. Red, cycle.
Two and a throw right away. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Ready?
Tua once again here on 2nd and 10. On the out route, he's got Mostert. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Well, this defense for the Bills, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Now Tua. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. On play action, Allen. And he wisely will throw that one away. To unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you? Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. to the air. Allen. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Allen. That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a 1st down. Allen now looks to throw. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. Not the warmest starts throwing the football. He was 1 for 3, now 1 for 4 on the opening drive.
So getting him comfortable is the key. And for him, it might be different than what we think is comfortable. We're probably thinking swing passes, easy check downs. Some guys, they're better off throwing it downfield. That's what really loosens them up.
And meanwhile, Allen's throw going to be caught by McKenzie. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Now a guy who played his high school ball at Miami Central, it's James Cook. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. Allen gonna go on 4th down. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a 1st down. They'll get 19 yards there, and it'll be a Buffalo 1st down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. And the Bills are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And this is going to be caught. No, they say it's incomplete. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. From the gun, it's again to Cook. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
From the 3 now, here they come on 3rd and goal. Throwing now is Allen. Touchdown! Devin Singletary, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Only able to gain a couple there, and it's second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it, and the Bills will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much, and it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
So after the INT, it's Allen. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Here's Allen. That is complete downfield to Knox. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox, 42 yards. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 23 yards on the play. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. From the gun, it's Tua. Being chased out left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Ed Oliver, that time, the one to get in there and bring him down.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Oh, a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And going deep for Hill. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. That makes him now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
Crowder now to return. They'll score that a 36-yard punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
They're almost push them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Another try after the first down sack. Allen, the throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. This offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Allen going to throw. Eluding the pressure right.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Xavier Howard. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 22 yards there, a first down.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. Up to make the play defensively, Tre'Davious White.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
From the 17, Tua. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Ready?
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the Bills are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And it's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat?
He's got a man, complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. That one good for 37 yards.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to green light that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Here's Allen to throw it. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Good catch there by Dawson Knox, and everything just clicked for him in his 3rd season in the league in 2021. 9 touchdown catches, tied for the league lead among tight ends.
Allen off the play fake. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning them into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
The Dolphins at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Tua. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Usually see those guys out wide get called for holding on running plays. Here, a passing play.
Yeah, sometimes when you get this quick screen, bubble screen, anything where they're having to block for their fellow receiver, usually at the point of attack, and this time he got caught.
Ready up.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard.
Tua going to tap this forward on a jet sweep.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down.
Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender.
And Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time.
A.J. Boye with a pick.
And the Bills are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
No question, that was needed by the defense because they're already trailing by a couple of scores. They had to get off the field without allowing another one. That sack on the first play, that may have derailed this drive.
Man open downfield is Diggs. He's got it.
The 30.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. From the gun, it's Allen. And this is caught. Touchdown. Wait, hold a second here. Flag down. Let's see if this will stand. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Let's go now. Watch it, 6.
Tua now on 1st down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
But this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first-half scores just like this one.
On 2nd down, Mostert. And he powers his way up past the 30. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The old blue. Ready.
Looking to pass. Tua. It's Hill. Complete. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
It's 4th down.
Claws red. And cycle.
Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Jair Elam makes a pick, and he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
Fielded right around the 8. And he's going to be taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line.
Let's go.
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here. Tagovailoa trying again after the pick 6. Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Here we go, set.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And going deep for Hill. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
Blue flag. Blue strike.
On play action, here's Tua. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And you wonder if with Allen's arm, they might just take their chances by dialing up a long one.
He's got the hook up with Diggs. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
On play action, Allen. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
34 yards to gain that time, another first down.
Frankly, I don't know that this defense knows what to do anymore. Just look at their body language out there. The passing game has absolutely been relentless throughout.
56.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. This is caught. Touchdown, Bills. Stephon Diggs. His first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Bills take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that makes this 35-0 now.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Very short kick taken right at the 20.
The Dolphins take over first down again at their own 28-yard line.
Here we go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Real green. Ready?
Tua now on first down. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On first down, Tagovailoa.
That's going to be caught by Waddle.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Tua. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And that is incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one, not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Right. Hey, move.
Tua on 4th down. Got a man, it's Waddle, complete. And he will have a Dolphins 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Tua setting up shop to throw again. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. That'll give him 8 that time, and that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. Sanders' kick is good, and they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work. So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Allen. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That goes for a gain of 31.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Allen going to throw. Buying time to his left. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs. Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Bills extend their lead yet again. The extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Ready, set.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
At this point in the game and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
A gain of 6 yards. It's 4th down.
Set, hut. Yellow, go. Red, cycle.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he will have a Dolphins first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
That's good for the Miami Dolphins. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Roster, sit. Ready?
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Micah Hyde. There he goes left side. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown.
Well, if there was any thought that this thing might turn around for this offense in the second half, I think those thoughts pretty well dashed after that interception return there.
It just has not been a good outing for this unit whatsoever. There's no other way to say it. They've been overmatched, haven't performed to the level that they've needed, and that throw there is just going to contribute to this game getting out of hand.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Let's go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. They'll get 34 yards there. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Tua going to throw. He's going to take another shot here. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jalen Waddle, 41 yards. And the Dolphins are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable in the final quarter of play. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Take it in at the 3. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Throwing now is Allen.
Shakir hauls it in. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
Byron Jones getting to him from the secondary. A CD, a little bit of feast or famine for him. He's had some success throwing the football, but also now he's been sacked 4 times.
Yeah, you just mentioned the 4 sacks, but you're right. He has managed to hang in there and make plays at times. His offensive line, they've got to figure it out and pick things up and give him more opportunities, and he has to help them by getting rid of the ball a little bit quicker as well.
After the sack on 1st down, Allen
looking for his man on the out route, and he's got Diggs.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
The offense on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Here's Allen. He finds his man complete. That's McKenzie. Running for it. Here's Cook. And he picks up the 1st before he's taken down at the 29.
Brandon, 4th and 1 on their own side of the 50, and they decide to go for it. As a former defender, I take that personally. I can't believe they let them pick that up. They should have swarmed the line of scrimmage and stuffed that one.
Not surprised, though, because they told us about the Supreme.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Brandon Jones picking it off.
The 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football.
I think you have have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Taken in at the 3.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
And what a return. Great field position all the way out to the 48 there.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Now Allen to try again after the pick six. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Allen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's McKenzie. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the 4th.
They certainly are, and let me tell you something. If you're old school, you don't like this at all. But in today's football, you just go ahead and savor it. Watch a team execute at a high level. Doesn't matter what the scoreboard says.
Allen to throw once more. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Here's Allen following the fumble recovery.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Allen. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
From the 44, Tua.
And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now Tua. And my goodness, another interception. And he is going to score. It's a pick-6 and a Bills touchdown.
Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away.
Noah Igbenogany from his end zone. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked.
He's got a man complete past the 20. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Taken in at the 3.
Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
As that ball got away from him, and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
To throw again on second down.
Tua.
And now here is another interception.
And the Bills will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're looking at a third straight win here if they can hold on. So Allen's going to look to throw. And his throw here is incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
But they have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start. And pass plays like we just saw, they're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the fourth quarter.
And that they have in every way. And plays like that across all phases of the game, they've just been effortless for them in this one. And that's what's helped them build such a large lead and allowed them to smile as this game continues.
Well, there's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the fourth quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And, partner, why would they? Because who knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you have today. When you're in that zone, you go ahead and take full advantage of it. You don't worry about your opponent. You just worry about what you're doing.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Bills, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Baltimore to take